Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Freelancers Tea Break, the short sweet podcast you can enjoy whilst you're making a cuppa. My name is Emma Cossey, and I'm going to try and get this podcast done, this episode, before the people doing a lot of roadworks outside my window come back. So this is going to be a very quick one. So this one is all about how easy is it for people to find you? That sounds like a creepy Netflix series, actually, but essentially, if freelance clients search for something, how easy is it for them to find you? And my challenge to you is to have a think about some of the places that people will search for things that they may discover you through. So the obvious one that we're all kind of used to is Google or a search engine, so SEO. So go on to whichever search engine you prefer, but it's worth trying a few different ones to see where you come up with all of them. And type in the search terms that you think people will search for when they find your website. It's also worth having a look at your analytics on your website, seeing what search terms are coming up. I am not an SEO expert, so I would highly recommend spending a bit of time either researching this or speaking to a search engine optimization expert. But it's really important to even just be showing up, even if it's not on the front page, you want to be showing up somewhere. So, basically, how good is your SEO right now? But SEO is not just for how easily they're going to find your websites. Think also about AI SEO. I'm finding more and more now, people are finding me through different AI tools, especially actually my Facebook group. I find a lot of people find that, and the podcast. So hello, if you found me through searching through your favorite AI tool. So actually one of the best ways to do that is just literally ask the tool that you're using, what can I do to be showing up more often through recommendations on AI? So that's something you could be having a think about. And also think about some of the other places where people will commonly go on and search for things. So YouTube. Now I find YouTube is generally if people have got a particular problem or something they want to search for and find a solution. So it's really, really good for starting to build that relationship. So I would say it's more of a kind of a connection creator, and hopefully get them to subscribe and then get to know you better, and then hopefully move on to trying your services. But if you are not already putting some content on YouTube, it's worth thinking about. You could start with shorts because it's much easier to get in front of a lot more people. And you can even do things like, I've got it set up. It's not perfect, but I've got it set up so that my reels automatically go over to YouTube. So it just adds sort of a little bit of extra viewing of that. And it's much easier to get traction with shorts than it is full videos. But full videos, you can have your podcast go up if you have a podcast, or you can pop up trainings and things like that there. And really think about your YouTube videos. If you've got any up there, are they all SEO ramped up and things like that? I think I use a tool called VidIQ, where if it works as a plugin so that when I go into YouTube, it suggests any changes I might want to make. So you might want to try that. Another option is podcast SEO. So more and more people are finding that I will get quite a lot of people who subscribe to the podcast or join my mailing list or come join my Facebook group off the back of the podcast because they've searched for freelance podcast. So are you on there, or are you guesting on other people's podcasts so that your name comes up when they're searching for something in particular? So it's really worthwhile spending some time thinking about podcast SEO. And then finally, social media SEO. So obviously it's incredibly competitive on there, but if you can create content that has SEO in mind, or the terms that you want people to search for when they find you, then particularly on TikTok and Instagram because of Reels, but also Threads by using the categories is a really, really great way of being discovered a bit easier. So this is basically thinking about how easy am I to find online, and then working out what you can do next. So I'd love to know if you discovered something, or if you found actually, I'm really trending well over here. I had no idea. LinkedIn as well. And how can I do a bit more work on that? So it might give you some things to think about when you're then thinking about how you'll be able to grow your business next month. So I hope you found that useful. Right, I can see they're about to come back and start work again. So I'm going to finish the episode there. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, If you enjoyed it, feel free to share it with a friend or give it a rating. That's always very much appreciated. If you listen on Spotify, you can leave comments now, which is lovely. And I hope you have a wonderful freelance week.